What's up everybody, this is Yair and today we are going to draw Goku Black. Okay, so today we are going to draw Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super. As you can see, I already drew a perfect square. Each side is 4 centimeters. This is gonna be a frontal pose. We are going to start by drawing those wrinkles between the eyes. Then I'm gonna draw the eyebrow by pulling one line down and then go all the way to this area and we'll give it some thickness. And as you can see, it gets thicker towards the edge. I'm gonna add some hairs right next to it. And then to draw the eyes, we'll simply use 3 lines. We'll use 2 diagonals and a curve underneath. Gonna add one more curve here. And then we'll draw the pupil at the center, slightly to the left. We're going to add some cheek marks. And then we'll do the same process for the left side. And if you want, you can use a ruler to maintain the right proportions. Awesome, now to draw the nose, follow these 7 steps. As you can see, I'm using 7 lines and the shaded area will be on the left side. Now we can give him that evil looking smile, and we'll do that by creating an uneven smile. As you can see, the left lip goes up a little bit more. Gonna add some wrinkles and indicate the bottom lip. And now we can draw the shape of his face. As you can see, I'm doing it by using 5 lines. And now we can draw the ears. So first I'm gonna start by drawing the shape of the ears. Okay, I want to get the overall shape of the ear, and only then I will add the details. Next, we'll draw his Potara earring on the left ear. We'll start with the metal part. And then draw the green jewel. Awesome, next we'll draw his neck. And we are not going to give him that usual thick neck of Dragon Ball Z characters because Goku Black is a bit thinner than normal Goku. And now we can draw the hair, so basically the same hair as Goku. I'm gonna start by drawing 4 spikes on the front. As you can see, I'm using about 4 lines to create each spike. Next we'll draw the neck muscles, just by drawing 2 curves. And now we'll continue with the rest of the hair. So I'm gonna start by drawing 2 spikes on each side. Make sure to draw the left spike a bit bigger. Then we're going to add 2 spikes on the right side. And 3 more spikes on the left. We'll add some individual hairs and connect the dots. One more hair right there. And we are done with the face. So we can focus on the torso. We'll start by drawing the color of his shirt. Then I'm gonna draw the shape of the torso. Okay, like I said before, I want to get the overall shape. We'll cross it in the middle. And now we'll refine his shirt. And now we'll add the shoulder and the arms, basically. Awesome! Next we're going to add all the details, all the creases for the shirt. We'll refine his neck muscles and the chest. And I'm gonna make him a bit thinner, so we'll erase the arms and make it a bit smaller, a bit narrow. A few more adjustments. And we are done with the sketching part. Congratulations, and now we can move on to the inking process. So grab your inking pens. What you want to do is basically hold the pen closer to the tip with a firm grip, and then just pull and push lines by rotating the page. You can have your natural hand movement. You can either use 0.2 or 0.1, that's the size of the tip. And if you want to be even more accurate for the facial features, you can use 0.05. That's a thinner line that can really help with the small details. Awesome! So once we are done with the inking process, I'm gonna grab the notorious charcoal eraser and just get rid of all the nasty lead. Make sure to clean it very well because you don't want to smear the lead once we use the Copic markers. Awesome! So now that it's clean, we can use the Copic markers. Those are alcohol-based markers, which means they can blend very well. But if you don't have Copic markers, you can use color pencils or just use HB and B pencils and just do some shading. However, we are going to use Copic markers for this tutorial, and if you look at your top left of the screen, you can see the exact number of Copic code I'll be using. Now I'm going to start with the shirt underneath. We're gonna color it with a dark gray. As you can see, I'm coloring in the direction of the shape, filling this entire area, and to get more contrast, I'm just adding more layers. For this drawing, the main light source will come from the right side, which means of course that the left side will appear darker because it gets less light. Now I'm going to use a darker tone that's gonna be a black color, and we'll add some shade on the edge. And then I'm gonna use the gray color to blend the black color. Just like that. Awesome, so we are going to do the same process again. I'm starting with C7, a dark gray, coloring in the direction of the shape. That way the shapes won't appear flat. Then I'm just adding more layers with the same tone. And after that I'm gonna use the black color to add the most shaded areas, the darkest tones. And of course we'll do some blending to finish up. And I'm even gonna use a brighter gray, that's C5, just to blend these areas right there. Awesome, so now we're gonna color the gi on top. For that I'm gonna use C5, that's a slightly brighter gray. Again, as you can see, I'm pushing lines in the direction of the shirt and then pulling lines. Next we'll use a brighter gray, that's C3, and just blend the colors together. And now I'm gonna use C5 again, just to add more contrast to the creases. Awesome! Next we'll use the black color again to create more contrast between the shirt on top and the shirt underneath. We'll blend it, of course. And now we'll do the same process for the shirt on top, just like we did before, starting with C7, coloring in the direction of the shape, adding more contrast by adding more layers, and then blend it with a brighter tone and add some shade with C5 again. We can even use C7 for those shaded areas, for those creases. And now we'll do some more blending. Awesome, so I'm pretty satisfied with the results, I hope you are too. And now we can focus on the face. So we'll start by coloring the earring. Just like before, we are going to start with the brightest colors first, and then gradually go dark. And of course, blend the colors. Next, we'll use some greens, again starting with the brightest tone, then adding some darker tones, and of course making sure that I'm coloring in the direction of the circle, making a nice gradient by making the edge darker, and blend, of course. Now if you want to get a nice highlight, you can grab the colorless blender and just soak some of that ink, then you get that nice effect. Awesome, so now we can move on and color the face. So for that I'm gonna use 4 tones. We'll start with the brightest one, again filling this entire area. Next we'll use a darker tone, that's E23, and we'll basically color one side of his face, but the areas that sticks out more, for example his cheek, will get more light, or his bump above the eye. And on the far left, we'll add more layers to create more shade. Next, I'm gonna use an even darker tone, that's E25, and I'm gonna add more shade on the deepest areas. Next, we'll be blending, so we'll take E51 again, the brightest tone. As you can see, I'm adding more layer and getting more contrast. And I'm gonna do the same with the other tones. Awesome. Now we'll take a light gray and add some shade right below the eyebrows. Next, we'll take the black color and we'll color the eyes, leaving a small blank area at the edge to create a nice highlight, which we'll color with C1, a bright gray. Awesome! And the final step will be using the black color and basically fill all the hair. And for this process, I'm gonna rotate the page so I can have more comfort coloring. And I recommend you to do the same if you haven't already. Now, if the areas are too small, what you want to do is take your inking pen and use it instead of the marker because you don't want to go over the lines. As you can see, I'm doing the same process with the eyebrows. And now, please lower the volume just a bit. And we are done! Everybody. This is how you draw Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super. Congratulations everybody! I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know how you did down below in the comment section. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every weekend. And hit the like button to support my work. If you want to buy some of my work, check out my Etsy shop, the link is in the description box. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep being awesome as always, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.